Kenya, and to talk you through it, it's Tom Mitchell and Dallin Stanford. Good evening, guys.
Good evening, Rupert. Thanks so much. And you're right, their battle against Spain continues. Take a look at the side. Diego Ardao has been brilliant for them.
Big matchup. Both teams will be excited to get out here for another run. Now in Singapore, good memories for a lot of these Kenyan boys, especially that man in shot, Oyu. But memories of winning here firmly planted in his brain, no doubt, and he'll want to inspire his troops onto something in this game.
They've had some really close ones. 2 points against the USA, losing it there. And Uruguay, well, their famous victory that has Samoa, Fiji and Canada still undecided. See who goes from there. Kenya in red and black with Nelson Oyu knocked down towards the Uruguayan side. Good possession for them to work with. Ardao comes in to help out. Marcos Perez been very good across field. Goes James McCubbin. A nice gap from McCubbin. It's a tall runner, drives his legs upfield. Does a 24-year-old. Now a little bit of space here to be pinched and intercept. Kenya against the run of play. Brilliant, Herman Hamwa. He'll fire up this crowd and touches down for the Kenyans.
Time off. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that on the field.
Well, he's got to try for his team, but he's got a telling off as well. A little bit. A great read. Umwa just reads it nice. He gets inside. Ardao picks it off, and the big man has the wheels to go all the way. Gives it the celebration. Can't see me on the run in, tongue out. He's enjoying himself. Let him play.
His second try, Herman Hamwa, scored against France earlier in this tournament. The 27-year-old come up with a vital start in this game for Damien McGrath's side.
You love it when you get a free, but you score early.
Well, Kenya 11 points away from inside the top 11 sides on the series. Big lift there for Uruguay. They do well with Liechtenstein. Now Amaya on the short side goes against Alvin Otieno. It's a big frame in front of him. Sets up a contact point for Ardao. Looking for the loop. They decide to go short to Los Teros Sevens. Ardao again, space, been knocked down by Wakisa, who will leave the field for 2 minutes.
Yellow card. No, it's not in the tackle to me to stick the arm out.
Yeah, again, little nuance of the rule here, so he's given that as a deliberate knock-on. It almost looked like Wakisa was wrapping his arms for the tackle, but Andrew in the bin for a couple of minutes. It's a difficult one. It's, oh, you know,
Here.
You get away with it one day, you don't the next. Either way,
Inside,
team down to
inside.
6.
2 meters.
Kevin Wakisa, strong performer. And their earlier 2 pool games gives Uruguay an opportunity. The line-up, they go with McCubbin. Hamya comes in. Otieno as well, that's there, and they've done well to disrupt things, have the Kenyan sides. Otieno's fired up.
I didn't crouch.
Got to be smart here, Kenya.
Bind.
How they use this with a player short.
Set. Stability, guys.
Brian Tanger, such a creative customer for the Shuja Sevens. He links up. Big Finn in midfield. Tony Amondi. Only one way to go, and it's back towards the forwards. Tackle comes in on Hamwa, driven back.
Nice, you hold him on the ground. No, it's not the tackler, you hold him.
Slow ball for Kenya and Tanger. Still inside their 22. They try skip free of one. Otieno helps out Edmund Anya, man from the Impala Saracens. Hawa just absolutely smashed to the ground, and turnover possession as well.
Wow, a couple of brilliant tackles coming in from the South American side. This one, oh, Dow, look at that. Underneath the big man. Gets his shoulder contact in, nice and low. Holds his feet.
Okay.
And just about gets away with it in terms of the angle of the lift.
Let's go.
Yeah, huge hit. A little bit of blood to show from as well. Liechtenstein goes to Vinyals now, linking up really well. Alcos Perez has the extra space and the extra numbers. And Felipe Alcos Perez will score the first try for Uruguay.
They actually run the same play earlier against the US. Mike Vardy was disappointed that the US didn't pick it up. Kenya, unfortunately, not doing their homework. It's the same switchback from Vinyals, sets up on the short side, comes open, and they get the jump on the Kenyan defence. Get outside them, and it's a good score.
They're on the rise in South America. It's brilliant to see. A professional club side as well, Peñarol, doing brilliant work in the Super Rugby Americas competition. The restart falls away for Kenya. Antonio Mondi has it.
No, you grasp him, Leon.
Down by the 2 points.
Pressure coming on again from Uruguay. I like to think he's not in fancy dress. That's what he always wears.
Exactly. Uruguay now to capitalise again on this breakout. Oh, it's brilliant bit of skill. Beltramar Amaya will score the 23-year-old, and they go back-to-back to Los Terros Sevens.
Yeah, pretty straightforward from Uruguay. Getting on the score sheet. Amasha here in Singapore with a good bit of toe around the outside. Nearly reined in. That's good. Good to get the consecutive and their chance to celebrate.
The extra 2 will not go over.
I think we know they won't progress to the quarterfinals, so the point swing is on offer.
Kenya.
Wait,
Tanga,
first.
penalty.
Wait, first.
Kenyan group, Damien McGrath talks about. There's a lot of pride in this group.
Oh, great break from Anya up the middle. Hurdles a couple of plays. There's Edmund Anya.
No, of the knee, of the foot,
Mother
sorry.
Gladys was vice captain of the Kenyan women's hockey side back in the day. Oh, beautiful. Dummy up the field they go. Brian Tanga. It only takes one to tango, and Tanga is in.
There's the classic Kenyan celebration in the crowd. Love it. Oh, Tanga. Great feet, look at that. Leaves the man on the floor. Here he comes. He sent a couple of the Uruguayan players for a hot dog. Runs it round the bend, down the home straight and under the sticks.
His first try in this tournament. It's a big one as well. It'll level things up. Another piece in Pool C between Uruguay and Kenya. Samoa, second half 12 all about to go here. Kenya against Uruguay. They've played each other 8 times. Kenya have won 4, Uruguay 4 times. But in the context of this tournament, Uruguay need a victory to see if they can keep their hopes alive of progressing to the Cup quarterfinals.
Knock on in the air. For me, no, for me it's
Series. Brilliant.
Crouch.
There's a live ticker. As it stands, you can see Uruguay and France there. But of course, France play USA up next as well. Kenya, of course, have lost their first 2 games, so they are out of Cup quarterfinal contention.
Finish now, guys.
Uruguay, after a good chat from head coach Ivan Dugončić, look for the switch. Vinyals, Arcos Perez into the contact. Amaya has been very active in this game, and Diego Ordao looks to cut back in again.
Tackle,
Captain on
leave.
captain. OU with a tackle. Vinyals to the right. Liechtenstein is there. Big dummy from James McCubbin. It's good to build up here from Uruguay. Oh, and Vinyals driven back. He's able to flick it up to Ordao. That goes to the short side. Finds Baptista Basso. Thought about an offload on the right-hand side.
Advantage of feet, advantage.
More possession and advantage for Los Terros Sevens. They got to punch it in here. It's very close for Mateo Vinyals.
Come back here, off feet.
It's held up.
Bind. Stay straight there.
So a big chance here for Uruguay
Set.
here at the HSBC Singapore Sevens. Guillermo Liechtenstein down the short side. They've read it well. Have Los Terros Sevens. And they're on the board and take back the lead. Felipe Arcos Perez is in again.
This happens, but if you're slow getting out, you're susceptible to that. You have a look here. The hooker for Kenya, I think it's Otieno. Just a little bit of a hold on him there. Pretty smart. I'm not sure whether he would have got there anyway, but it allows Arcos Perez free runs.
You've done, of course, as a captain. You've told others to do it. You haven't done it yourself. Uruguay now with the lead. 19-12. The restart sits with Kevin Wakesa, excellent for the Shuja Sevens. Up the middle, Nelson Oyu rides the tackle from Marcos Perez. Otieno now, Big Alvin gets one bump of course, takes a couple with him as well, high shot, so it's more quick ball for the Kenyan side. Okio gets it away, big left-footed step. Tabu comes back in midfield to Johnston. Olindi out of the Homeboys Rugby Club. He's been left behind, he's been kicked through. Uruguay, two chasers there. Vinyals is one of them. Him and his face mask go towards the line. Oh, he dives over here. One more check, but that could be a glorious finish.
I can't. It's a great thing when it goes Timos. We get to watch it again and again.
You have a doubt on this, if it's a knock-on or if it's a try. Timo? Okay, that's not
quite for me.
Yep, Jeremy, we had a look, no try, knock on.
Okay, thank you. Kenya.
So no try, but it's a great bit of skill. Vinyals put it on his left. There it is, left peg. Knows he's going to get there. It was a good bit of pressure, just forced him into rushing it. Those little moments.
Truly back into this game, 19-12. 2.5 to go. Argentina v Australia, New Zealand v Great Britain are the two of the 4 quarterfinals. Olindi goes on the outside behind his own try line. Johnston Olindi lays it out here. Ball is not out yet. Now here comes the big shove.
Counteract is good.
There it is, reaching over.
Try. No, try. Counteract
try
is good.
Awarded.
And you put on the line.
It was more like a 15s scrum try.
It's the smallest distance you can possibly score from in sevens. It's a good option for Uruguay. They think, you know what, we'll just go for this. You don't often see the Kenyans pushed off the ball.
Tomas Echeverri getting low, the 21-year-old, and scoring from a metre out. Next, anything can happen between those two nations. To see what happens in Pool C. Ignacio Alvarez gets the restart going. Minutes ago for Johnston Olindi and his Kenyan side. OU lose possession to Diego Ordao. And Bautista Basso has space to operate with. Kobe Braziliones, Vinyals. He gets very close yet again. Does the flyer.
We're going upstairs again.
Timo, try yes or no, please.
Gotcha.
Does he get it? God, it's close. It's close. His feet are up, I think. So just the grounding. What's the grounding,
Jeremy, you may award the try.
Okay, thank you.
Looks good. Gubert says yes.
Guys, please.
TMO and Rosier lifts his hand. It's a try for Matteo Vinyals. A special finish in the corner. That could be vital for the points difference in this pool.
It could be, and you know what? What unbelievable skill this is. This is so hard to do. With this sort of attention from a defender, no room whatsoever to work in. He's got no right to get that ball down from there. Anya's all over him. It's the heaviest backpack Vinyals has ever worn, and yet he still gets it down. And he's fired up because he knows he's given his chance.
Alvarez nails it from the sideline. The gong goes, 33 points to 12. Uruguay came into this looking for the win and as many points as they could get in the points difference department. Jeff Oluoch runs over one, does the policeman, beats another. Good bit of skill to Daniel Tabu. Trying to light things up to finish it off. Flicks it in the field of play and Uruguay scoop it up. Sebastian Schroeder was there. The ball is loose. Olindi has it again. Jeff Oluoch to Otieno, the big water buffalo. Lays it back for Kenya. When they have momentum, they look very dangerous. It's Johnson Olindi.
He slips up above the shoulder.
High shot to close things out for Kenya. Oluoch
Advantage.
up the middle he goes in his 31st event. Otieno around the fringes. Big Alvin.
Off your feet, hands on the rack. Off your feet, hands on the rack. Off your feet.
Love this grip from Kenya.
Not a rack,
They're not going down easy. They've lost the game, but they're still playing, hard.
So many family and friends in the crowd and supporters back home as well.
Backwards.
Big tackle on Oliwatch, the 28-year-old. Holding the side of his face there and to the left. Tabu at a standing start. Has Edmund Anya. Now OU to release the big water buffalo. Oh, brilliant slide and finish. Alvin Otieno gets one, kisses the ball. He's tired.
Well, I said to Alvin yesterday, I saw him dancing by the pool in his budgie smugglers, and I said, if you score, you've got to do the dance. It's not quite what I had in mind, but fair play to him. He's got through a hell of a lot of work. We'll let him use the ball as a little pillow and rest up. What a great finish from those boys. Bit of love for the game.
Great to see
You
the
kick
water buffalo in full flight. You said it won't be enough in this game. They'll drop their third one, will Kenya. Some very close games against France and the USA. Uruguay, meanwhile, after beating the American side, have done the business in this game. And lost Title Sevens, win their second pool game. They do it by a margin of 33-17 against Kenya.